Hey, this is Justin Gatlin, and you're watching FastLifeShow.com.
Check out this exclusive interview highlight.
Fast Life is now set to welcome Olympic bronze 100-meter medalist and 4x100-meter silver Olympic medalist and now American record holder, Mr. Justin Gatlin. Welcome, Justin.
Thank you for having me.
Justin, it's great to have you back on the Fast Life and participating in our NFL Celebrity Picks, where we're going to test your knowledge on the gridiron. And now I know you have to certainly be wondering about the fate of your Saints 2012 season, because I'm sure Week 1 certainly came as a surprise.
You know, we got our hands tied. One hand tied behind our back, man. So right now, you know, we don't have the coach that we usually have. We don't have the players that we usually have, and it's an ongoing story in the press, everything that's going on with the New Orleans Saints. And I'm behind them 100%. You know, they're very good guys. I've met all of them individually, and they've been really cool, really down-to-earth guys, and I'm just wishing the best for them. But going forward in the season, I'm behind them 100%. I think that the next game, Drew Brees is going to go out there. He's going to capitalize on the game and move on through the season, and I think that we are going to be definitely the wild cards going into the Super Bowl.
Wow, that's a big statement right there.
I gotta say it, man. You know, I'm a little biased, but I have to say it, man.
I understand.
You know, great things in the past.
You still have Drew Brees, you know, and working in your favor now. Of course, the Jonathan Vilmer and Will with the suspensions were lifted. So, and I believe they're getting ready to meet with Roger Goodell, the commissioner, this week. So we're going to see how that whole plays out. You're not going to get Coach Payton back, but you know, you might be, you know, in a little bit position than you were a few years ago. And you can see that because of the in-game adjustments that are made as the game develops to help win those games. Without having Coach Payton there, I think you're seeing the difference because, you know, it's a tough squad. So let me ask you this. We're going to start at Week 2. You're going to go on the road and face Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. It's usually a tougher place for the Saints to win, but I know Steve Smith is a little bit dinged up for Carolina, but he is going to play. So what's your take on this game?
You know, if you watch how the Saints play, they usually, the first 2 quarters, they play to the skill setting of their opponent. And going into the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, that's when they just miraculously turn on. Colston's catching the passes from Drew Brees, amazing passes. It's like fourth quarter, they just get energized and they're ready to play, and that's how they dominate. So hoping that that's what happens during the game against Carolina. I just want to see these guys go out there and do a great job. Cam Newton's a great athlete. He's a great quarterback. It's really about the team that surrounds Cam Newton. Can they last all 4 quarters and come out that fourth quarter just as hard they came out with the first quarter? And that's where the key is going to lie in that game.
Okay, so it is now time for us to begin our Week 2 NFL Celebrity Picks with Olympic 100-meter bronze medalist Justin Gatlin. Justin, we got the Thursday night oldest rivalry in the NFL. Jay Cutler and the Chicago Bears with Brandon Marshall are on the road to Lambeau to face Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, who find themselves at an 0-1 start.
Right now, you know, it's been a little shaky for Aaron and the Packers getting off the ground. You know, they've been doing really good in the past. The Chicago Bears, from what I remember, they've been really good. They've taken down RG3. They gave him a hard time in the preseason. They did the same thing with Andrew Luck. So I think they're on the high right now. They're like, hey, we're crushing all these dreams. We're crushing all these rookie sensations. So I think that they come together like a great team with not so many standout stars. And I think that they can move forward knowing that they work together collectively as a team. They can go out there and beat the Packers.
Okay, so you got the Chicago Bears Thursday night. Ooh, it's going to be a game. Oakland Raiders against the Miami Dolphins on the road in Miami.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with the Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Dolphins on this one. I think that's, for some reason, watching, you know, the Raiders do a great job when they're at home. You know, usually when they're playing at home, because they got the Raider Nation there, they got the Black Hole, you know, supporting them. But on that road, it seems like sometimes they really get lost out there when they're traveling, especially going from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. You know, I think there might be a little jet lag. We'll see how it goes, but I'm going with the Dolphins. And I'm a Florida boy, so definitely Miami Dolphins.
I was just about to ask. I know you train in Florida. Was there any connection with Miami Dolphins cheerleaders influence on that pick?
No connection with the cheerleaders at this point in time, but I am going there to get honored at the halftime against when the Dolphins play the Jets. So check me out at halftime, guys.
You know who else is a big Dolphins fan, right?
Who? David Oliver.
David Oliver, yes.
David Oliver, he loves the Dolphins, man. So shouts out to David Oliver and the Dolphins.
I don't know if he's loving this season right now. A lot of hard knocks. Or last season, right. It's a long road to hoe. But all right, we got the Raiders. Okay, so you know what? We're going to take the Houston Texans on the road at Jacksonville Jaguars with, of course, Aaron Ross. You know whose husband?
Yes, Sandy Richards.
Yes.
Sandy Richards. My fellow teammate. I definitely want to see Aaron do a good job and pull that defense up and pull them through this game. But once again, you know, the Texans have emerged as a dominant force, especially in the South. These last 2 years. Last year they played a great season. I think this year they're starting on that roll again, playing a good season, and it's going to be hard for the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat them. But I think if they get their momentum going, they can put up a great fight.
Okay. Cleveland Browns on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals in the Battle of Ohio.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good game. I'm gonna have to put my money on the Browns though. Browns are a solid team. They're a strong team. I think they're kind of underrated, but I think that they can get the job done through the season and be impressive.
Okay, so you like the Browns without Joe Hayden, their outstanding cornerback?
I do. It just seems like throughout the last couple of years, they've played without really big standout athletes on their team, but they still get the job done. So I think that they're not lost. You know, usually you see a team that loses in any realm of sports, where they lose their standout guy. They get a little lost. They don't know exactly what they're doing. But this team is just a smash mouth team. They know how to play. They're gonna go out there and do the best they can do.
It's gonna be a fight. Kansas City Chiefs on the road against the Buffalo Bills with no Fred Jackson.
Woo.
CJ Spiller was looking real good.
Yes, and that's my boy CJ. So I definitely have to go with CJ Spiller and the Buffalo Bills. I think that their last game was a little shaky, but this game coming in, I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. And growing up, that was my team, man. Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
So the hard luck team. Let's get lucky, guys.
From the Bills to the Saints, at least you got the Super Bowl win now. All right, so Baltimore Ravens and Joe Flacco looking incredible with that no-huddle offense on the road against Michael Vick and the Philadelphia Eagles with a somewhat of a shaky performance against those Browns last Sunday.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Like you said, Flacco, that no-huddle offense. It just seems like they're in fast forward. They're moving so fast down the field. Everything is like clockwork. And he looks like a totally different quarterback than the last couple of years. His numbers look great already, and the season just started. His confidence up. He's already saying he's the best quarterback in the game. You know, you got guys out there who are mountains of quarterbacks, and you're saying you're the best. So his confidence is definitely on level 10. So if he can get his team around him offensively, and that defense always comes with the Ravens that they have, I think these guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And any other team that's going to play them, watch out.
And there it is, Minnesota Vikings with Adrian Peterson on the road against Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts.
Hey, Adrian Peterson has a vendetta to show. I think off the field, you know, what his priors has been happening with him this last year and this year coming up, and especially with injury, I think that he's ready to show the world that he is Adrian Peterson. He's the best running back out there. So he's going to go out there and just run that ball, show that game, and the rest of the team is definitely going to rally behind him like they have been.
Okay, Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road against the New York Giants.
Giants. You know, I love my Florida teams. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is a young team, you know, and I think that I definitely put my money on them going into next year and the year after, because they're gonna show a lot of steam going forward. But right now, you're playing against the defending NFL Super Bowl world champions, and these guys are gonna come out setting the tone in the game. So I definitely the Giants.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm not sure I even need to ask this, but give me a score. New Orleans Saints on the road against Cam Newton and the Panthers.
I'm gonna see it gonna be 35. It's gonna be close, 35-32.
3-point difference. I think the Panthers are about a 2.5-point favorite, so it's gonna be close. You're right. Arizona Cardinals on the road against the New England Patriots.
Patriots. I think a lot of people are questioning how Tom Brady's going to do this year. A lot of people are asking like, oh, he's doing a lot of ads, he's doing a lot of Hollywood stuff, and he just got his nose, quote unquote, just smashed or whatever you want to call it. He's saying he's not broke, but I think that Tom Brady's one of the strongest, most competitive guys out there, and he's going to get his team rallied behind him. And the Patriots are going to be the Patriots they always been. So I'm just letting you know right now. I've already talked to him. He's going to put his game face on. He's going to go out there and get across that line.
All right, so Washington Redskins on the road at the St. Louis Rams.
Redskins, man. RG3 is amazing. Amazing. I'm not saying he's amazing because of, watch what he did against the Saints. They scored 10 points every quarter, like consistently. They moved that ball. And it's not just RG3, it's the whole organization. Both coaches on both sides, all those guys, the way they play defense against the Saints, it's like they had a magic ball over there. They knew exactly how they were going to play. They knew exactly where they needed to be at every time. So I think that going in with that game plan, RG3 is going to lead the charge, and he's going to take them guys to another victory.
All right, Dallas Cowboys on the road against the Seattle Seahawks.
I'm going to go with Dallas Cowboys. I feel like they're a hard luck team, especially when it gets later into the season. They seem like a little confused sometimes where they're at. But I think that this season is going to prove that they can be a valuable team and a good team. I know there's a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans out there, so good luck to you guys this year.
You're talking to one of them. And Tennessee Titans with Chris Johnson on the road, somewhat struggling against what looked like a formidable Chargers defense and Phillip Rivers.
I think Tennessee Titans gathering steam. So it seems like Tennessee Titans can pull it off. Chris Johnson's going out there. He's going to put together a good game. But Phillip Rivers is a great quarterback. He's always been. I've known him since college. So it's going to be a good game to watch. That's going to be one of the games I want to watch, definitely.
So you're taking the Titans?
I'm taking the Titans, man.
Wow, interesting. Okay. Colin McCarthy as well should be for the University of Miami linebacker on that. All right, the Jets, New York Jets on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers, man. Steelers. But I think that the Jets will surprise everyone that's going to be watching for the simple fact because I think once they get a hold on who's going to be their quarterback and stop playing like they're playing college ball with two quarterbacks out there just because, when you're a warrior or a captain or a general, you want to lead the team. You don't want another general out there leading the team as well. Nothing against Tebow. Tebow's a great guy. But it's going to come down to who's going to lead that team all the way to victory. So it's going to be Mark Sanchez or it's going to be Tebow. So my pick right now, once they get in-house cleaned up, it's going to be whoever they play against.
Yeah, I think a big factor in the Jets will be if Darrelle Revis is available, facing some sort of mild concussions, but I know he was cleared for practice. Don't know if he's practiced yet this week. And I want to see if the Jets have a little bit of something response as the Steelers beat them 2 years ago in the AFC game to advance to the Super Bowl, if you remember.
Roethlisberger is he's a beast within himself, and have someone like Peyton Manning stand up and say, hey, I thought I was about to go back on the field, but he held my defense on the field that long. So to show that he's a guy that you can't count out. And I think a lot of people have counted him out over the years, because you have guys like Eli, Peyton. Now you got a couple of young rookies coming in there, but Roethlisberger, Big Ben is still Big Ben. So watch out for him. He's going to come out there. He's going to perform.
Detroit Lions on the road against the San Francisco 49ers. This game might be just as interesting to watch their coaches as well.
Exactly. I think they're going to line up. I think they're going to get on, put some helmets on and get on the field with each other. But, man, San Francisco is such a great team, especially this year and last year. They were a great team. But I'm about to say Detroit, though. I think Detroit can squeak it off.
You just went against Ronaldo's old team.
I know, man. But, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ronaldo. But Detroit is a good team. I'm rooting for them, man. They've been having a lot of hard luck years in past, but last year they did a great job. This year I think they can do well as well.
Certainly. All right, Monday night special. Peyton Manning and those Denver Broncos on the road against Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and the Atlanta Falcons.
Peyton Manning, man. Peyton Manning, Denver Broncos. I think that to watch a team like the Denver Broncos rally behind Tim Tebow when they had him there, and when he played with quarterback and he had his ups and downs, and now having a more consistent quarterback like a Peyton Manning, they're supercharged. They're ready to play, they're ready to win, and they're ready to show the world that Denver Broncos are here to stay. So definitely Denver Broncos.
You're going against Matty in his house in the Georgia Dome. That's
I
interesting.
am, man. I am. You know what? And I lived in Atlanta for 3 years, and I have respect for the Atlanta Falcons.
Uh-huh.
But this is Peyton Manning, man. This is Peyton Manning.
Okay, so you're not planning on moving back anytime soon. All right, Justin. So we got you down for all the NFL picks, but there's one more pick I need you to make. I need to know who is going to win this race between Carmelita Jeter's cheetah and the Justin Gatlin cheetah.
You know, I think Carmelita Jeter's cheater has a great start. You know, but in the long run, that longevity, Justin Gatlin. The Justin Cheetah is gonna go out there and be victorious and edge her out the line. It's gonna be a great race to watch.
I understand that. Let's let the listeners know we're talking about two cubs at the Washington Zoo, the two cub cheetahs at the Washington Zoo that have been named after yourself and Carmelita for your outstanding achievements in the 100 meters. Are they at least male and female as well?
They're a male and female, and it's an honor to be having a namesake like a cheetah, the world's fastest animal, and to go visit them. It's going to be an honor within itself, and I'm just happy to be here and see these animals in person. I've never seen a cheetah up close and in person, so to have that and know that this cheetah is going to grow and become a strong adult cheetah and go out there and break the cheetah world record, I'm already picking that too. That's my prediction, so you can add that on to my NFL predictions too.
All right.
But
have you taught it how to salute? Have you taught it how to pace back and forth yet?
Not yet. You know what? I'm gonna get that going. So I'm gonna hang a piece of meat over there by the cage. It's gonna pace back and forth. We're gonna work on the salute though.
Okay, definitely. Hey, Justin, I want to thank you for coming through. Appreciate you spending all this time. Once again, congratulations on that success of 2012. That was really something that might not have been possible 4 or 5 years ago, and just having the intestinal fortitude to stick through it and really achieve what you achieved in representing Team USA to the fullest.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Much respect to Fast Life. You guys are doing a great job. And everyone watching, salute. Thank you for everything.